you see how much work they get. They've got 2 goals tonight. They don't have the one-shot guy. They tried it last year with Max Pacioretty. He tore his Achilles tendon twice.
Simon Holmstrom off the turnover. He's dangerous, has 2 short-handed goals, and he hits the crossbar and in! Simon Holmstrom, short-handed, and that will tie him with Logan O'Connor for the NHL lead. And just like that, with 4:01 to go in the second, we're tied at 2. Amazing.
Holmstrom, the early season Cy Young Award winner candidate here. That's 6 goals and no assists as he intercepts the puck. A little tic-tac give and go with J.G. Pageau, and Holmstrom comes in on the backhand. This is a beauty up over the shoulder. And it's funny, both goals for Carolina have been the same, about chaos around the front of the net. Both for the Islanders have been really nice goals, but Kochetkov's got to stop that shot. It's a backhander. He's off the post. He's cheating for the pass. He's got to stop that. It's a great goal by Holmstrom. And all that Carolina work doesn't matter. It's 2-2.
And Ray, you're saying he's got to stop it because of the power play there and get the short-handed goal.
Well, maybe they got a little break there. The Islanders' power play is now 3 for their last 32.
Yeah, Carolina's power play, yes.
Yes.
In a funk for sure. Amazing how this game can change. Here's Stahl cruising in. Finds Martinook looking for Fast in front of the net. Varlamov and the Islanders find themselves in a 2-2 game. Has to be extremely frustrating for Carolina. You expend all that energy in a game you feel like you're up, 4-1 or something like that, and you're all even. Barzal backhanded around. Engvall on it there for the Islanders. To the front, they score! Pierre Engvall has given the Islanders a 3-2 lead. And if you thought Carolina was frustrated about the short-handed goal, how about now?
I think what Lane Lambert and the Islanders will like best is they won a puck battle for this puck. As it goes up the boards, a little stumble there allows Barzal to get to the puck. But this is where Engvall wins the draw, or wins the puck battle from Kotkaniemi and gets to the front of the net. Now, Kotkaniemi's not in position to deny the shot. But, ugh, that's ugly, man. That's right on the ice, right between the legs of Kochetkov. And I'd say it's a fair chance you'll see Antti Raanta start the game Saturday in Florida.
Yeah. Save percentage, we've discussed it a bunch of times.
On goal as we check in, and look who's coming north. It's the Isles, down 2-1.
Oh!
Quality.
Oh! Nasty bit of backhand.
Yeah,
nasty bit of backhand.
That's a shorty.
I mean, that's a lot of velocity. That's a lot of accuracy, all off the backhand by... That wasn't Wallstrom. No. Oh, good stick.
Yep.
Good stick. And way to stand the line. That's a really difficult thing to do, but if you can do it effectively. Ow. This is where it all happens for the New York Islanders, way back at their own blue line.
What a shot.
Fabulous play.
The 8th shot goes in.
Oof.
Wow. Reminds me of Lafreniere. Alexi with the Rangers has an unbelievable backhand, and he shelves it. That's what we saw there. So a 2-2 score.
That was nasty.
Puck is in the attacking end for the Islanders, despite being outshot by basically a 3-1 margin. And then that 3-2. Wow.
Engvall just walks off the boards quickly. And this Islander team in Carolina, stunned here at the end of the second period. Goaltending with Carolina, we talked, that's the issue, is getting saves.
Yeah, and has been a while.
He saves at the right time. The entry into the zone, you hustle in on the forecheck, first man on the puck. Don't play the body there. Kotkaniemi's got to be able to play the bodies. Kotkaniemi play the body against Engvall, just a bad angle, and Engvall's able to get to that good ice. And
oh, that is so savable.
Yeah, a goal
so savable.
A goal that you need back. Watch Kotkaniemi here. Play the body. Take a different angle, anything, and then that quick first step, and you don't keep that paddle on the ice, and it goes between the legs, and all of a sudden you're behind. And the stats.
A better play from Kotkaniemi, but you give Engvall a lot of credit. It's the foot speed. He comes off that wall hard, and he gains just a quarter stride on Kotkaniemi, the space needed to kind of get that shot off.
Oh, we saw those stats in the heavy shot. Stats show you a lot, but they're like bikinis. They don't show you everything. Doesn't matter.
Islanders up 3-2. Second intermission. As we look forward to the third period of that one.
With a power play goal.
Sorry, I was laughing watching Rod Brindamore saying that it hit him and went out. I'm like, nah, no, it didn't. He wasn't really representing the play so well.
Just a second opportunity on the power play for the Islanders. Pajot will work it deep. Burns takes the man. And the Islanders get puck possession.
Yeah, this is their second group as they'll get Barzal and Horvat on the ice in relatively short order here.
Here's Wahlstrom. They'll shoot it around. So Chekhov looked a little disinterested going back of the net to knock that one down.
Yeah, he didn't really commit to that, did he?
A little lackadaisical. And the Islanders push it away. Nelson on it. Here come the big boys for New York.
Now watch a one-timer for Horvat. He scored the other night on one.
Dobson pokes it to Palmieri. Barzal will get to it there. Here's Dobson now. Swings it all the way across. Nelson will come over. Through the skates of Fost. And Fost able to send it down the length of the ice. 45 left on the man advantage. Isles have 11 shots on goal in the game. In the game, he said. Dobson holds the zone. Towards the front of the net, and it's in! Palmieri with the puck in the crease. Backhands it in. I'm not sure it hit the back of the net even. And it's a power play goal for the Islanders, who now have 4 goals on 12 shots, and New York has retaken the lead.
The Islanders have 5 shots in 27 minutes. 3 of them have ended up in the back of the net as Palmieri deflects this off the Dobson shot. They're discussing here whether they want to take a look at it. This one's not going to be reviewable as well. I mean, anything could be reviewable, but the Canes will look at this. And Palmieri chips it off the goal line into the net. It wasn't a high stick, and what a wild game here. It's now 4-3. The Islanders power play gives them the lead. They got a shorty, they got a power play goal, and they got 4 goals on 12 shots. Remarkable.
Carolina's assessed some fixed minor penalty for delay of game, failed challenge.
Yeah, Jackson, Ray, I agree. I think it was clear that the high stick around the goal was not going to be a high stick, so that must have been something else they were looking at. Rod Brindamore would not waste a challenge on that, I don't think. Actually, Brindamore seemed to be okay with the explanation there.
He had a moment to settle down.
Because he wasn't okay while it was going on. All right, Svechnikov is looming. Out there with Brady Shea and Marty Necas. Necas will wind up for Carolina, makes the movement across the line. They are onside. Necas dancing at the blue line. Feathers one through, broken up by the Islanders. Nelson can't handle. Here's Shea trying to center. Svechnikov can't handle. And it's cleared into the Carolina end. Right back is Brady Shea. 1-on-2. Shea's in to the forehand. Great save by Semyon Varlamov. Another great stop. Here's Engvall in. Stopped by Kochetkov. Svechnikov for Carolina will take a look and drop it deeper into his own end. Shea will settle things down. Catch his own breath. Coming up on 2.5 to play in overtime. It's been a dandy tonight. Nothing could be finer here in Carolina. Man, it's been a good hockey game. Here's Aho. Got it off for Jarvis. Tried to make the pass. Broken up nicely by the Islanders. But look, the counter. Barzal's got Horvat. Here's Barzal. Coming late. Gets the return feed. They score! Matt Barzal! 3 assists and 1 overtime goal to win it for New York. 5-4.
We watched Matt Barzal this morning shoot about 35 to 40 one-timers. Some of them were good, some of them weren't. He says, yeah, I'm just trying to expand my game. This is what he's known for, to transport the puck. He goes back. It looks like the plays to Horvat, but he goes back to Dobson. Dobson rolls it right back to him, and Barzal does not miss. The one-timer beats Kochetkov, as you'll see. Barzal look up, there's no play to Horvat with the back-checking Jarvis. Dobson, who had a great night for the Islanders, lays it right back, and Matt Barzal has the game winner, his 7th of the year, and the Islanders steal one out of Carolina.
Barzal in his 7th season. We talked to Lane Lambert, who said he's taken steps, becoming even more of a leader on this team, and he leads the Islanders with the overtime goal. And the Islanders win 5-4. The Islanders 16 shots on goal and 5 able to beat Fyodor Kochetkov. Barzal his 7th from Dobson at 2:46 of overtime, and it's a 4-point game.
Well, Steve, let's not forget too, is the 4 points of Barzal, the really strong play at Dobson. Of course, this game's about Semyon Varlamov and the way that he was able to play for the Islanders. Makes a breakaway save, a mini breakaway on Brady Shea in overtime. And then as the puck turns back up the ice, the Islanders get one chance, then a second chance.
Normally score, especially this down low in the offensive zone. It takes a weird bounce over Semyon Varlamov. Gets the job done, his second. Meanwhile, shots are 11-6 here, as you can see. This is late in the first period, and the Islanders will tie it off a beautiful tip. That was just a gorgeous goal to tie the game at 1. Into the middle frame they went, and it was Jordan Stahl with his second, his 157th career goal with the Carolina Hurricanes. Made it 2-1. And then shorthanded, Simon Holmstrom. That was a save there on the shot from the point. Varlamov dishes it away. Here's the shorthanded goal. Holmstrom, a little bit of an on-man rush brewing, but he decides to backhand it himself. Leads the NHL, tied for most shorthanded goals. And here's Pierre Engvall, makes it 3-2. Remember, this was 2 goals on 3 shots for the Islanders in this stretch. Look at the shot total there, 26-9 at this point in the game. Then the third period, just everything was completely unwound. Jack Drury would tie it early, and you heard Stephen Ray talk about it. At this point, you're like, they score a goal to Carolina, and you're wondering, boy, again for the Islanders in the third period? But Islanders power play, Kyle Palmieri scores. They review it. It's challenged by Coach Rod Brindamore. It is deemed to not be a high stick in this situation, and Palmieri would score, slot it in, so it's a good goal, it's a goal, and the power play would ensue. Then Varlamov would make some saves here. Great goaltending for the Islanders, of course, with Sorokin and Varlamov. The big wraparounds, and look at how he just stretches the pad here, oh my! And he had a little bit of room to work with there, did Aho, but Varlamov just gets there. In the final seconds, you think the Isles have it, but no, they play to the final whistle, and that's why. Because Sebastian Aho scores with a second to spare. Just jams it in. And at this point, Islanders fans must be thinking, the third period is cursed for us. And into overtime they go, and here's Matt Barzal with 2 minutes and change. Shoot, passes it, gets it back. The one-timer scores. The monkey off their back. Barzal able to score in overtime, and the Islanders win by a final score of 5-4. And yes, Steve said it, a crazy game indeed. And it's what makes it even more fascinating is that the Carolina Hurricanes had won 10 straight overtimes coming into this one, and the Islanders had lost 5 straight. Ray Ferraro joining us now on the post-game show. And Ray, I know you guys talked to Matt Barzal about it, Steve did, but I mean, how much of a sigh of relief are those players breathing in the locker room right now, in the Islanders locker room?
Well, there's one thing about sports is that you don't really need somebody else to tell you how the game went. Like you played it, you dragged yourself through it, and there's an honesty. I mean, like, you can play a lousy game. You might get 2 goals, but you know deep down that you didn't play very well. The Islanders know they're extremely fortunate. I mean, they got outshot here 43-16. There's nobody in that room thinking they played a great game. They're all looking at their goalie, Semyon Varlamov, and thanking him because he was outstanding. But they got 2 points out of it. And so there's lots of nights they feel this year that they've probably deserved a better fate, and they didn't get it. So they'll take these 2 points. It gives them 9 wins on the season. They'll throw them in their pocket, and they got one more game on the road trip down in Florida. Then they got a 6-game homestand. This can be a springboard to something good.
How do you even analyze what's happening in the third period for the Islanders in this stretch? The game against the Devils, they let up 3. Here they let up a goal with a second to spare. Is it a mental thing? Is it something that's devolving in the third period? How do you see it?
No, I don't know. To say it's a mental thing, I mean, you'd have to be in the room to really know. To me, it's like you get beat on one extra battle. You lose one 50-50 puck, and you know, it's not like you got a 4-goal lead. You've got a 1-goal lead, and all of a sudden the 1 goal's gone, and they don't generate a lot of offense. They didn't have any zone time tonight. Every time it seemed they were down in the Carolina end, it was in the back of the net. And so I look at the way that they have to play, and they have to be much tighter around their net. And they're just not right now. Now, they miss Adam Pelech a great deal. So they just don't have the personnel they would usually have back there. They don't have Sebastian Aho either. And so as a result, you make some mistakes. It ends up in the back of your net, and what was a comfortable lead is gone. Tonight, I don't know how they could have been comfortable about anything, even when they got the lead, because, you know, they were on their heels for a lot of it.
Speaking of comfort, I'm sure Carolina Hurricanes fans not too comfortable with what's happening in goaltending. Of course, we think of Freddie Anderson fully recovering from the blood clot issue that he's facing right now. But, I mean, 16 shots, 5 goals. I mean, what do you think the future looks like for Carolina between the pipes?
Well, I'm trying to phrase this delicately, but it doesn't look like they've got somebody in goal here that can play a long series of games for them. You know, they're going to start Antti Raanta almost certainly in their next game against Buffalo here on Saturday. The last time Raanta played, he gave up 8 goals on 14 shots to Tampa Bay. Kochetkov had played 2 pretty good games. Now he gives up 5 on 16 shots tonight. So, I mean, you've only got the guys you have. Those are their 2 goaltenders that they have. They've been scouring around the goalie market. They had Jaro Halak in for a tryout, basically. They weren't able to get him signed. And so they don't have, you know, Freddie Anderson's not on the horizon. He's going to be out for a long period of time. And, you know, could it be months at least? Yeah, for sure. So they have to hope one of these guys can give them solid goaltending. They don't need great goaltending in Carolina. They need solid goaltending. That wasn't it tonight.
Ray Ferraro, Steve Levy on the call. Ray, thank you very much for joining us on the postgame.
Thanks a lot.